Hey, YouTube Rando here. So today I wanted to do a review on the NAA Mini Revolver. I finally got to take it out and shoot it a little bit. We'll get into that in just a minute. First off, I want to say shooting videos, we had planned on doing some, but during the school year, the whole year, we're in the city. The closest gun range is an outdoor range, and it's right in between a saltwater lake and a bay. So it's a road that actually cuts through the two, and it's off the road a little bit, but anyways, as you can imagine, it's really windy out there. There's no way to actually hear what somebody's saying because of the wind whipping through the microphone. And also we tried shooting when we were doing the Rough Rider. We tried shooting a little bit of footage, and the damn tripod kept falling over from the wind blowing it over. And you're only allowed one person, unless, it's my kid. I can go up there with my kid. You're only allowed one person past the shooting line at a time, and that's the only way you can actually film a person shooting is to be in front of the shooting line. And the only way a person can come is like my 8-year-old, my 9-year-old. I can go up there with them and shoot with them. I just have to stand behind them, So, and shooting videos aren't really my bag, this isn't a gun channel. I'm just showing a few guns here and there that I'll pick up for real cheap and doing a couple reviews on them. I've done the Sub 2000, the GSG 522, the 1022 Ruger. I don't remember what all the Bursa Thunder 380. I've got a bunch of guns, but I'm only doing the ones that I am buying now that I'm getting good deals on, stuff like that. So I want to get into the NAA real quick. We'll just go over some quick specs about it, and that is the specs are going to be specific to this model. And this is I forget what the exact model number on it is. They're all pretty much the same. It's a 22 LR, 22 mag combo 5-shot. Comes with two cylinders, as you can see. It's made in America by North American Arms out of Utah, so it's a good product. Weight on this specific model is right at 4 ounces or 113 grams. Now length, I had to kind of convert from millimeters because that's all I could find. The specs on it was millimeters for some reason. Length is 3.6 inches, so just over 3.5 inches or 92 millimeters. Height is 2.4 inches, so just under 2.5 inches or 60 millimeters. Width, and this is where it got kind of tricky for me, it's 0.83 of an inch, so over 3/4 of an inch, and it's 21 millimeters. Barrel length is 1.1, which is right around 1 1/8 or 29 millimeters. This is an SA trigger with external hammer. It's a stainless steel frame with a stainless finish. The grips, well, first off, the sights are fixed, as you can see. But the grips on this is the rosewood, smooth finished handle scales. They do sell a bunch of types of these. You can get them in imitation ivory, imitation pearl. You can get them in pink, black, light wood, dark wood. I mean, there's just all kinds of things. And there's another handle that I'll get into in just a minute that you can buy for this thing as well. They sell a ton of accessories for it, holsters. They actually make a bayonet for it, and laser light. And then there's companies that make holsters specifically for it. If you have a bayonet and a laser light on it, they make a holster that you can still holster it in. I just use this right here. This is what I carry it in, and it slides into here, and then when I want to close it up, I'll pull it out and stick it in here and zip all this up. You can see I keep my book and the receipt on it and everything, all nifty. Let's see, what else? Oh, by the way, NAA has some of the best customer service out there, man. They have great customer service. Unlike a lot of your bigger companies like Kimber or H&K, they're not going to treat you like you're stupid for the gun breaking. They're not going to treat you like it's your fault the gun broke. And H&K will. They'll treat you like an idiot if you call them and tell them the gun broke. So I've had to deal with H&K a few times. I've actually sold all my H&Ks because I won't deal with them ever again. And Kimber's not much better. I've had some problems out of my Pro Covert 2. Pro Covert 2. And, they were kind of... just a little off-putting whenever they were talking to me about it. So they kind of act like you're stupid, you know what I mean? So they do make this in different sizes. You can get it with a longer barrel, or you can get it with a, I believe this is the shortest one, maybe not. No, because they do make one called a pub or something like that. I forget what it's called, but it's actually a smaller barrel, and you can buy this gun in just 22 LR, and the cylinder's about this long. So the gun itself is shorter. What else? Like I said, tons of accessories on this thing from the factory or, you know, aftermarket accessories as well. The cool thing about this one is this is not like the older NAA revolvers where they recommended you keep one of the cylinders empty and keep the hammer over that cylinder. This will actually sit like this in the gun, where the hammer actually locks into this notch right here. So it has these safety notches on it for whenever you're just carrying it. As long as you don't cock the trigger, it's never over the, or cock the hammer, it's never over the bullet itself. So I like that as well. It comes out really easy, the cylinder. You just push this button in right here, pull that pin out, there's a first notch, pull it back, falls right out. This is the 22 Magnum cylinder, this is the 22 long cylinder, and you can see the difference in the bullets. There's the Magnum, there's the long rifle. This will shoot 22 long, 22 short, 22 long rifle, 22 CB, or 22 Magnum. So they're all the same calibers, and I've been looking into multi-caliber guns for a while now, and it seems like most of them are revolvers. And granted, this is, you know, just a 22 caliber. It'll shoot an array of 22 calibers, so you know, you're not stuck buying one kind of bullet. If you can't find that, you can usually find something else in that caliber. So this is one of the guns that goes in my bug-out bag. Now, get into shooting it a little bit. I did get to shoot it just a little bit. We put, I think, 25 rounds downrange of 22 long, or 22 long rifle rather. The thing about this gun is when you're holding it, pretty much holding it with one finger, you know, and the reason is if you choke up on this thing and try to grab it higher, this hammer will actually, it kicks a little bit. You know, it's a small gun, very lightweight. Even though it's a 22, it does have a little bit of kick to it. And if you try to choke up on it, that hammer will actually catch your hand right here. And it got me 2 or 3 times before I realized that it needs to be about like that when you're shooting it. Alright, so really, you're only gripping it with one finger. So if you were shooting it sloppy, doing some sloppy shooting, there's a good chance you'll drop the gun. You know what I mean? I wouldn't see it never happening. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things. You really need to hold it down here. However, they do sell another grip for this thing. It actually closes up into it. So the grip comes around here and closes up into here, covers the trigger so you can put it in your pocket, and then it folds out like so, and it's a bigger grip to hold on to. I've looked at it. If you look at, I believe it's Frugal Pepper, Tom has one on his that actually closes up, so maybe I need to message him and see how that works out, because I am looking for a new grip for this thing. But if not, they do sell just bigger grips for it, you know. One that comes down to about right here and actually has the finger notches in it. It's black rubber, and I just don't like black handles on a stainless gun. I like wood. It just looks a lot nicer. I think that, you know, black on a stainless gun kind of just cheapens the look a little bit. So I like the wood handle, so I don't know, maybe they'll get into making some wood handles that are longer for it. If not, I'm definitely going to get the black one anyway and put it on here for when I'm shooting it. I can change out handles and go shoot it. And they also make like a key ring for it where you can put this, actually hang it from your key ring. They make a belt buckle that it sits inside of. So it, you know, it looks really flush, and you can't really tell that it's a separate piece from the belt buckle. You know what I mean? It looks like it's all one piece. I've seen those, and they look really nice. So overall, I do like the gun. Like I said, it has a little bit of kick to it. I was kind of hesitant to shoot any 22 Magnum out of it, and I actually put 5 rounds down range, and it doesn't kick much harder with a 22 mag than it does. You can't really tell the difference. There probably is a difference, I just couldn't tell. So I like the gun. I don't like the grip. We're definitely going to have to change that out. But other than that, it's a pretty good little piece, you know. And like I said, it'll shoot an array of 22 caliber bullets. So you're not stuck just buying one kind. You know, you change the cylinders out for, you know, whatever application you're putting with it, whatever bullet you're putting in it. It's going to depend on which cylinder you use. And if you look, I don't know if it's going to pick it up really well. There's a little L stamped on the 22 long, and you can see, well, you probably can't see it, but the inside of this cylinder is actually an extension of the barrel itself. You know, it's rifled. It's hell, I forget how they say it, but you know what I mean. So I really enjoyed the gun. I enjoyed shooting it. Definitely going to change the handles out, but other than that, I wouldn't do anything to the gun. I might put a laser sight on it just for fun, you know, just for it makes it look cooler anyway. It's not really something I'll consider as an operational gun to shoot from a far distance, but definitely if somebody's in your front yard and you were trying to protect yourself, that 22 Magnum would definitely get them to back off, or you could definitely put them down with a 22 Magnum as well. So I wouldn't necessarily call it the perfect self-defense gun or anything like that. I actually use it as a snake gun. I put 22 shot in it, 22 Magnum shot. I put these rounds in it. I use it for snake rounds out on my land. I just put it in my pocket and I have it there. If I run out of bullets with the Rough Rider, I have this one right next to it. So that's going to be it for this one. We're going to be having a review on the Rough Rider coming out real soon. Got to shoot with it. Like I said, tried to do some video footage on it. Obviously, the only way I'm going to be able to do shooting videos is, you know, when we're out hunting on the land. I'll bring a few guns with me and we'll do a little bit of shooting videos out there or something like that maybe. But again, I don't want my channel to turn into a gun channel. This is a channel about prepping. I don't prep with guns. Well, I didn't until recently. Now see it as a little bit of a different view, and I do prep with some guns, but they're all small guns. They're 22s. You know, I have an array of guns to pick from. You know, I could pick up an AK, I could pick up an AR. I have quite a few different guns. I have Sega 12. I have 2 Bulgarian AKs. I have the Draco AK-47 pistol. But if I had to pick up some guns and run, I'm going to want ammo, and it's going to be 22 and 22 Magnum. So I have a gun bag that we're going to show, and I have 3 guns in it, and they're all 22 mag, 22 long rifle. So we'll show that bag here in an upcoming video. Be looking out for that one. Thanks for watching.